I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
To throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
An
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw again. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down.
They took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Shreds the tackle. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joe Schobert coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got him in. It's Brashawn Perriman. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets 3, Jaguars nothing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
On for the point after.
No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Jets 17, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a draw play. This is Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same. And he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Aaron Jones
on the stop there defensively. Marcus May with the tackle.
Marcus May. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it second and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go option right on second and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
3 yards on the play. First down, New York.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick here is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to try and go deep. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off as they run the counter play. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
3rd down.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
4 on the carry.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
On the carry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Jets 27, Jaguars 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
That's the reason we going for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
LaVisca Chenault.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch 22, watch 22.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Down, New York.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. 3rd down here. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
And 12 at the 45-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Good. Makes the score Jets 27, Jaguars 21.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Jets have got it. They just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird To see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield, the ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Cut. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. No gain on this defense.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So